So here we go, finally ready. And where's my unpause? There it is. Oh my god.
4, 2, 1.
And let's get back to the game. Here we are. So again, Infernal Shrines picked by AO. Let's see what they decide to do with it. Thanks again for everyone for hanging in there. It looks like all members are in game where they should be. There's Blue Steen on Deckard, the captain, as we were waiting on. But it looks like we're just going to get some early poke mid, as is tradition. Sonya, though, already peeling off to the top lane, ready to get things done, ready to get clearing. And Cassia showing, I don't know if they have CC or she's backing up. They gave a helpful ping for her, so she knew to back up. That rotation was coming. But ETC, just misses the power slide. So no early pick there for AO as the 4-man rotate kind of continues. Or no, it looks like we're going to take Siege Camp as it just spawned at that 1 minute mark. They're ready to take it. Same with Ban Show. They're on theirs. The soak continues. Sonya mid, now rotating top to go deal with the Panda. Cassia hanging bot. And there's both camps in the mid. A lot of positioning, trying to hide in those vents, that fog of war. Trying to get picks. We'll see if that helps them later on, if they actually end up getting those picks. As mid gets cleared up very quick by Ban Cho. So they have their siege camp push in. Here comes ETC. No, he's just gonna... everyone rotating safely. Just a simple power slide on the Chromie. That's not gonna scare her. She's secretly a dragon. She don't care about that. And it looks like we got a play from Ban Cho to take bot camp. Get some more pressure. Here comes Orphea. Is she gonna scout this? She will. Here comes ETC and Anduin, but it looks like camp's going to be picked up and they may not contest. Oh no, they will. There's the power slide. There's the root. A lot of damage from Orphea, but a lot of it's going on to Diablo early. The camp is capped by Ban Show. Just over 300 health there for Diablo. He's able to get out. A lot of damage going on to Deckard as he hit no potions. Ooh, the fend to secure the kill onto Chromie, and that's going to be first blood. Cactus Ham able to go away with the haunting wave, but ETC, so another pick for Ban Cho, 2 kills early and the camp. Sonya in the top doing what she does, taking their bruiser camp. And Ban Cho with the early lead after getting 2 picks, and they decide to start the altar, or start the shrine. It's Infernal Shrines, and I'm calling it an altar. So we'll see if AO decides to respond to this. Right now they're just capping their bruiser camp, trying to meet that pressure. Chen is in the top, liking to clear the Ban Cho bruiser camp here. Syl in the bot. She did use her ability, or her trait, excuse me, to stop that tower, trying to get some value, but here comes Sonya to scare her off. And scare her off she will. Just a few more, and there it is. First Punisher secured by Ban Cho. Syl just hearthed back for AO. So she's going to be late to this fight. Chen still clearing top, finally clears that bruiser camp. It looks like we're going to have a 4-man push, but a nice bait over the wall from amateur opponents to get that Punisher deep past the tower, so the members of Ban Cho couldn't quite go with it to dive. But, ooh, a lot of damage onto ETC as he gets stunned, now rooted. Ooh, we might lose this mid-fort. Orphea is here to try and relieve the pressure, but it is too late. Mid-fort secured. But it looks like, I guess, Chen is the one keeping up with XP right now, as it is still very close, even though Ban Cho has 2 kills and a fort to their name already. As we're looking at traits here, Chromie is stacking her Q or W. I always forget with her. And Sylvanas is stacking her W. Ooh, the nice power slide, and then the root hits. Ooh, Guinel very low, has to use the medallion to get away, and she will. Fen goes on to Anduin. Chromie's back in it now. A lot of damage going on to Orphea, but the heals are there from Anduin right now. So a back and forth fight. Amateur opponents do not want to lose another, or have another death on their side right now. Looking like Diablo going AA build here with Diabolical Momentum and Life Leech to go with Feast of Fear. So we'll see how that works out. I'm told that's the popular dibbles right now, is to go AA. We'll see if it works out for a Skeeve on the Diablo, but bottom camp was captured by Bancho, and the sieging is commenced. 3 members here. Chromie's got her out there. She did go slowing stands instead of the temporal loop, trying to just zone out the members of amateur opponents, which will be useful at the objective too. And it looks like they're just going to take these bot towers. Cassia taking tower shots like crazy. She's going to back up. Power slide and the root onto Diablo. There's the ping. Has to use the medallion. Is it enough? It is not. Ooh, but level 10s are here. There goes Sylvanas, the Valkyrie, catching her out. So for ults, we will see Leap, Apocalypse, Stay a While, Slowing Sands, and Valkyrie on the side of Bancho. Ooh, the slide onto Chromie. The damage is there from Orphea, and there's the root from Anduin, and then the pull to say, get out of there, you've had your fun. So a nice gank there from amateur opponents. And on the side, their ults, we are going to see Storm, Earth, Fire from Chen, Eternal Feast, Light Bomb, Mosh Pit, and Wailing Arrow. Will we see a Mosh Pit with Eternal Feast, Wombo? Add an arrow and a light bomb onto that, and you got something very dangerous. Ooh, beautiful cleanse there. As soon as the power slide came in, the root hits. Light bomb has to get used. So does Eternal Feast, just chomping away on that Diablo, chunking him down. So some ults used as peel right there. Both teams just trying to save their tank. But Altar or Shrine again has spawned in the bot. Diablo is full soul, so he's nice and beefy now, ready to go. Slowing Sands used. There's that zoning we talked about. Oh, the charge onto ETC as soon as he slid out. Gets him really out of position. A 2-man root there. Now they're just going for it. The silence does hit from, with the 3-man mosh as well. Not womboing. Oh, the huge fend from Cassia. All those ults used, and it's a huge fend from Cassia onto 3 members. Secure the kill. Look at the death timers on ETC and Syl. Just exactly the same. Orphea right behind her. So a nice move there. Who's that from? That is Susie with the big fend securing those kills after all the ults were used. And objective number 2 going over to Bancho. Ronan, after those picks, decides, hey, I'll take a siege camp while I'm here. They can't stop me. I'm Sonya. And here comes the push bot. No members from AO here just yet. Looks like they're getting in position to just defend keeps, clear this mid wave, and there's top bruiser camp being taken so they can have some kind of consolation pushing on the top and try and pull the members of Bancho away. But here we are. Over the wall is the Punisher, as he's doing his John Cena thing. Just smashing away. But there's a big wave here and a big stun, and there's the leap to follow it up with the root. Does hit onto one, Stay a While hits. The Valkyrie will miss. Here comes Apocalypse, only hitting onto Orphea. The fend is there. There's the flip, and that's one dead. Orphea. Now the jump onto Chen as he eats a lot of Chromie damage. Able to get away, trying to clear up this Punisher after losing a keep and an Orphea. Looks like amateur opponents just gonna clear this wave. Bancho saying that was good, let's not overextend, get greedy here, and they are pulling back to take bottom camp and keep the pressure going. And it looks like Sonya's going top to finally deal with this bruiser camp that was grabbed by amateur opponents right before the objective, and it looks like we're going to try and get a gank here as this fort is almost done. ETC getting in position. There's the black arrows on the tower, and there's the stun. And that's going to be a dead Sonya and a dead fort. So amateur opponents trying to catch up right now. That's a good way to do it. Killing Sonya, grabbing your first fort of the game, and we will see an invade onto the bruisers of Bancho. I guess knowing Cassia is mid, Sonya is dead, so they know they got 5-on-3 there. Bancho just says give it and clear it. Cassia now wisely backing up, saying that lane's pushed in enough, figuring the rotation was coming after that camp steal. So amateur opponents certainly still in this. They just need to win an objective and get a good push. Meanwhile, Bancho still does have about a half a level lead. It looks like if things hold and things keep tracking here, they will hit 16 before the next objective, before amateur opponents, so that could give them an advantage. And if they get a few wipes or get the Punisher, they could just make a move to go core as they are working down top fort right now. Here comes the response from amateur opponents, but the back immediately, the beautiful time trap set to stop the rotation there. So Chromie just proving to be a pest right now. Between her slowing sands and all the time traps that keep getting triggered, and we do have level 16s now for Bancho. And it looks like the shrine hasn't spawned yet, so 16 could be in the books here for amateur opponents as they start clearing. They're just going to concede top fort, knowing they can't make that rotation. And there they go. Sylvanas using her trait, so they don't have to worry about taking any unnecessary damage before the fight, before the next shrine. Oh! Ide almost got stopped there, because Bancho says, we're just going to keep going. There's your slowing sands, but just not overextending. They know they have some kind of a lead here. Well, a building lead is a structure lead, rather, but so they're just playing it safe. Just pushing in, and then as soon as the hearth has come and amateur opponent shows up, they just back. But here we go. This could be the fight. Hit a little lag spike there. It looks like we're good now, but this could be the fight. Amateur opponents trying to get some minions. There's the flip onto ETC. All ults available for both teams. ETC did go cooldown on his ult at 13. Sonya trying to engage. Looks like both teams just zoning, but amateur opponents now catching up in their minion count. 16 to 19. Bancho still in the lead. Amateur opponents pulling ahead. Are we gonna see like who blinks first here? There's the slide. There's the root. Here comes Eternal Feast, but it's not enough. A root hits onto 2. The leap from Sonya to escape. Here comes Apoc, only hitting onto 2, but a ton of damage. There's the pull from Anduin to save Chen, as he just ate a ton of damage and then instantly negated by the Anduin pull. There's a 2-man mosh, slowing sands hits, but Sonya's deleted. The Valkyrie does stop the mosh. Here comes Light Bomb, which will hit, or will not hit, thanks to the time trap from Chromie. Big Fen, Diablo's the second person to fall. Chromie still dishing out the damage. Chen stuck in a slowing sands there. Can they get him? Nope. Stormwind Fire. Let's go. Punisher secured by amateur opponents trying to get this Chromie. Diablo has respawned because he had full souls. So amateur opponents getting 2 picks there. Really, just one body has Diablo's right back up with the souls, but he's baby Diablo now. Can they bait this over the wall? Sylvanas has her trait available for the keep. And there's the bait. Trait used early to take down these towers first. It looks like Chen Hearth to deal with this bot lane pressure. Didn't want to lose to Winions. I understand that. Another leap from the Arcane Punisher. And it looks like this will get cleared up, and amateur opponents thinking the same thing. Let's not overextend. Let's not just fall into a throw pit here. Bancho decide to take their bruiser camp as the clearing continues for amateur opponents. Both teams level 18 now, which means Chromie has her storm talent. Getting the sandblast from her echoes now, just dishing it out even more. Siege camp picked up for amateur opponents. Will we get an invade? Nope, just a little late there. Bancho does cap their siege camp in the mid. Bruiser camp is pushing top. Here we go over bot camp. And it looks like, are we going to get a re-engage here from Bancho, or are we just giving this? The time trap hits onto Chen. He just eats a lot of damage, but he's a drunk panda. He doesn't care. He wants to eat all that damage as he does a flying kick out. Sonya going to clear mid, doing what she does best. Oh, looks like there may have been the call there to try and get a gank, but Sonya being smart, backing away. Chen going top to clear bruiser camp. Cassia clearing bot for Bancho. And it looks like amateur opponents just kind of pull back here, kind of reset. Sonya coming top to help with the clear. Both teams very close to level 20. It looks like Bancho's just a little closer. They could get it here, and there it is, level 20s for Bancho. We will see Hellgate from Diablo. Ooh, Respect the Elderly from Deckard. Piercing Sands from Chromie, as we discussed. Titan's Revenge for Cassia. Waiting on that Sonya. Will we see Crater? No, we will not. We're going to ignore Pain to be that much beefier. Will we get the slide? We will not. Oh, Ronin trying to sneak a bruiser camp. This is scouted. Diablo goes in. Level 20s are here now for amateur opponents. Ooh, there's the Mosh with the Eternal Feast, but canceled very quickly. But Death Metal is here, catching Deckard in the Eternal Feast. There's Storm Earth Fire from Chen, trying to chase Chromie. Decides to go back and get Diablo. Cassie has fallen. Can they get the Chromie? The 5 kill puts down a time trap. And it looks like amateur opponents is going to go for it here, getting 4 kills, losing ETC, the death metal value helping secure the Deckard kill. Here's the Sylvanas trait, just stopping the keep completely. Can they make the play here? Chromie's the only one defending. First person up is going to be Sonya in 23 seconds. As here comes the damage onto the core. A big root and a lot of damage, and there goes Orphea. This could be trouble for amateur opponents. Oh, Cactus Ham gets out of position, starts taking tower shots. Chromie's going to try and chase this down. 1 basic attack, 2 basic attack, and there goes Sylvanas. Chen and ETC have Hearth. Anduin taking the long way back on the Frowny Cloud there. That is on brand for Butte Holiday, the Frown Cloud mount. And it looks like, ooh, Chen just trying to take Siege Camp here, trying to get the Chromie. Ooh, the time trap again. Power Slide is here, goes into stasis, a big stasis. Is she able to get away? Pops her medallion. No, Chen is there, but pays for it with his life, trading Chen for Chromie. The power slide out, and then the pull from Anduin to get ETC out of there. But Shrine is active. Mid camp being picked up by Bancho. Shrine being just halfway done here. Still waiting on Chen to respawn for amateur opponents. Also waiting on Chromie to spawn for Bancho. Oh, here come amateur opponents. They will not go quietly. They're trying to push Bancho off of this point. A lot of damage onto Diablo. Has to Hellgate to save himself. Here comes Sylvanas, so it's now 4 on 4. Ults are available, but a big power slide. Here comes Stay a While Listen. Stops the Mosh, but Eternal Feast is going hard on that Diablo. Ooh, Sonya's the first to fall. Amateur opponents A lot of damage going on to Deckard. Light Bomb does hit, plus the power slide. Diablo falls. Mortar Punisher is secured by Ban Cho here. And what's the play for amateur opponents? Cassia and Chromie are the only ones alive for Ban Cho, and some looks like we're going top. Oh, he's just gonna eat that damage, etc., and then just slide away. Looks like we're trying to end top if we're amateur opponents, knowing it's just Chromie and Syl. Chen has Hearth to try and deal with the Punisher while they have 85 health on their core. This could be a close one here, as Sonya goes in deep and a big fend. Sonya has fallen. There's the Valkyrie hitting onto Anduin, gets the root off. Quinel getting very low. A lot of damage going on to ETC. Very low amateur opponents. Anduin falls. Now Chromie falls. Now Cassia falls. So Sonya has just respawned. The leap immediately onto ETC. The knockback is there. It is not enough. Death metal with no help around it. Ooh, trying to go, but oh, there's the core. On the other side, the Chen defense against the Mortar Punisher, not enough. Trying to watch the exciting battle on the Ban Cho core, while amateur opponent's core just gets worked down by a Punisher. Chen was not enough to defend, as they were already had no core shield, and they were sitting at 85 health on their core. So game one goes over to Ban Cho. And we'll get underway here in just a moment as we wait to see what map. It looks like amateur opponents wants first pick. So first pick they will get, and we'll see what map. Not so lucky indeed. The base race is always tough. I think amateur opponents smelled kind of blood in the water once they had those picks, but the damage from Cassie and Cho mixed with the core that was at full health was just enough to that they could defend. Once they got one pick, they were just able to snowball it at that core, while Chen was stuck defending, and Chen was kind of a good finisher for them there, just being able to flying kick, get very low, pop his ult, and then just kind of wreak havoc on that back line. But here are your stats. Pretty even in kills there, and it looks like Chromie leading in hero damage for Ban Cho. Orphea leading hero damage in-game with 61,000. The soak was there for Chen and Sonya. Chen winning out as he was clearing like a mad panda at the end of the match there. And it looks like we will be going to Alterac for our next map, the old Alterac Pass. So let's adjust that. Alterac Pass picked by Ban Cho. So that's what it looks like. So stand by as I get this ready. So we'll see if we get a Chromie van now, especially on this map. Alterac Pass just trying to capture that, what is it there, that not Merc camp, the hostage camp. I can't remember the term for it right now. But with the poke from Chromie, she can just keep denying over the wall. So we'll see if we get a Chromie ban here. Crazy game, epically close. What a riveting match. I agree with all of those. Thanks everyone for chatting, interacting, and watching. Hopefully we get a great game too. That was a very close game one. Both teams tried to end early, and it didn't work. The defense was there, and it took a base race at the end. I guess is the best way it should end. Can't see the bands as Blue Oyster Cult. They are there. They are showing for me, sir. Just that might be something on your end. But the bans, our refresh, our amateur opponents did ban Battlefield of Eternity and Hanamura Temple, and Ban Show banned Tomb of the Spider Queen and Braxis Holdout. Oh, we got a... Here we go. And there we go. All right, and it looks like both teams are ready, so we can get in on this very quickly. As it looks like amateur opponents is ready, so waiting on Ban Show. Hopefully no more connection issues. That can be all resolved right now. And there it is. There's the ready up from Ban Show. So we are going to Alterac Pass, first pick, going over to amateur opponents. And we'll see what they decide to do here. There's got to be a Chromie ban, right? I'm not crazy to think just get rid of Chromie. Poke still sticking with the Johanna ban, who they banned last game. Again, a popular tank. I don't know if that's targeted. I don't know how targeted a Joe ban could be. She's pretty easy to play there. Tassadar banned out again by Ban Show. Seeing what amateur opponents decides to do next here. Sticking with Samuro. They'd rather deal with a Chromie on this map than a Samuro, it looks like. So, one more ban here for BC Ban Show. I mean, will we see a target ban from last game? Were they really scared of anything? Sticking with Stukov, so same bans out of Ban Show. First pick, this is what they wanted. Here's to you, chat. We will see Li Ming. Will that be the answer to deal with a Chromie? I wonder. Li Ming, just a similar kind of pokey mage on that objective, so we'll see if it works out for him. And the combo there, Decker Diablo picking first. We'll see what amateur opponents decides to do next here. If they're, I wouldn't be surprised to see Chen one more time, but Greymane comes out. Well, I got a sneeze coming. Stand by, chat.
I'm not checking in.
And we're back. So what a miss. So Chromie Ban does happen, not being picked there from the first two picks from Ban Cho. Also the Chen Ban coming out. Don't want the Panda diving on their backline anymore. And Sonya sticking with it, and Hanzo
Honor, redemption.
coming out for Ban Cho. I wonder if this, not bringing the Pandemonium now, wonder if we could see a Rexar pick here? Playing kind of a similar role to Chen, just soaking that off. And there's Rexar, and there's Mei from E-Day. Opting not to go with ETC again, going with Mei. She made it through the ban phase. Let's see what the final damage here is for Ban Cho now that they don't have Chromie as an option. Whoa, we're getting clever with it now. The Medivh final pick is here. Let's see what Sushi there has in store for Medivh. Is he a necromancer? A mage? He has some title. Wizard? They just called him the Prophet, I remember, in Warcraft 3 until they revealed his name and it was like a big thing. But is Medivh the pick? Let's find out. Game 2. So here we go again, Medivh. So really, one is Rexar in a Batman cosplay. It kind of looks like it, didn't it? But we're gonna see if Medivh is the pick here. Not your typical mage, typical assassin. He's labeled as a support. So we'll see if the portals prove effective, if the protects are on point, the force of wills. We'll see if we're going Leyline or Polybomb. Could go Leyline with a APOC sleep combo just to really hold them in place. So we'll see what happens. We will certainly keep an eye on those Medivh picks, but first, on the side of amateur opponents, E-Day will be playing Mei, Cactus Ham on Li Ming, Terminator on Rexar, Sonic's Bro on Greymane, and Butte Holiday on Anna. Ronin on the side of Ban Cho will be playing Sonya. Bluestein again on the Deckard. Quinal will be playing Hanzo. Skeeve on Diablo. And the Medivh is Sushi, of course. Looking at quests early, of course, Arcane Rift baseline for Medivh. We'll see how fast he can stack up to 75 there. We're going target practice for Hanzo. No quests early on the side of amateur opponents. Oh, a big orb with a healing grenade. Just a second late on that protect, and we do have a pause from Sonics. It looks like they're still in-game. Shane has no frames, so looks like we have some kind of issue here. We're going to go back to this screen right now as they figure this out. Again, I apologize. It looks like now it's amateur opponent's turn to have some kind of connection issues. Let's see if they can resolve this quickly. So, apologies. So what do we think of the chat? What do we think about Medivh pick there. You're really going one pure assassin in Hanzo, and then is that the hyper carry you want to just dish it out when Sonya Dibbles is hitting stuns, Deckard is hitting his roots, and just force of will Hanzo every time he goes in? Is that going to be enough to deal with amateur opponents? And it looks like we're ready, so I will count us down. We are back in it. Oh, let me bring up the screen for you. As the poking mid continues, looks like it's going to be Rexar versus Sonya in the bot for now. Medivh doing the thing he does, flying around in Raven form, scouting out, just waiting on the clear. Mei hanging mid to soak for amateur opponents, and here comes the camp. As soon as it spawns, Anna and Greymane just ready to go on it. Here comes Sonya rotating for the Banjo camp. And we have a drop. Looks like Shane, they keep saying Shane, but Terminator has left the game. Not ideal when you're trying to play this late at night, but these things happen. Saying no Chen, no play. But just to recap right now, both teams on their camps early. So we'll see what happens here. I will head back to this so we don't have to spy on their chat as they figure this out, but we'll see what happens. Or looking over early level 1 talents, looks like we will see kind of a sleep build here, starting off for Anna with Slumber Shells. Li Ming did go power hungry, so every orb she's going to get a burst there, 10% spell power for 20 seconds, ready to dish it out. Then on the side of Bancho, Medivh going Portal Mastery. So he can place portals as needed, especially in Raven form. Sonya did go block to deal with the solo lane of Rexar, or potentially Greymane later in game. But the pause continues. As we wait here again, apologies chat, it looks like he's not, where is he? Has not returned yet, so we're gonna take a quick break, or once I update what I need to update here. We'll get there it is. But it looks like we're still waiting, so we're just going to take a quick break here and be... Oh, wait, no, we're not taking a break. Has he returned? It looks like he has returned. I'm getting it ready. Looks like they're ready to go. Perfect. By the way, it's Skev, not Skeeve. I'm being told in chat. So, Skev. And it's also quinoa, not quinal. Quinoa. Got it. Good to know. So we're back underway. There's Shane, or Terminator, ST Terminator on Rexar. Looks like all's good with the world. Camp was picked up by amateur opponents. camp just being finished now for Ban Cho on their side of things. And the mid, just Medivh defending Diablo versus Li Ming is an interesting off-lane choice. Ooh, Sleep Dart misses there on the Hanzo. He's just scooting away. He's still got his jump available so he can get out of sticky situations as needed. Ooh, Mei diving in, can't quite get the Hanzo kill right at the wall there. And here come the camp from Ban Cho, so amateur opponents backing up. Sonya and Chen still doing their dance in the bot. Ming and Diablo. Looks like Ming winning that. This is Skev's just trying to soak up those minions, get his soul count up, only at 30 right now.
Keeping some of our souls. Get ready to feed them.
And we do have, there it is, the prison camps. That's the term. Prison camps. Starting in the bot side of the map. Just spawning here. Ming's still up top, poking at the... Looks like Cactus Hand was trying to bait out Skev there just to get him out of position, but both mounting up, going down to objective. Here is Mei, here's Quinoa. And again, it's kind of a who blinks first, but Greyman and Anna not there yet because they got to grab their camp. Deckard is the one to start the camp for Ban Cho, and there's Sonya to join him. So both teams prioritizing the siege camp. Ooh, tough spot here for Hanzo. Eats a lot of damage. The healing grenade denial is there, and Greyman able to kind of jump over the wall there and get the kill, drawing first blood. And there's the channel. Camp now being picked up for Ban Cho. And right now, amateur opponents in control. Ming and Diablo not showing up to this at all. They're just in a basic attack fight in the top lane. Deckard trying to hold on here. Trying to slow this down. Both teams level 7 now. Hanzo has respawned. Here comes Diablo now, so no Ming. Sonya trying to deal with mid, but she gets very low. And there's your prison camp. Riders will be incoming for amateur opponents. Ice Block was used early on this Mei. Can they make her pay? The sleep is there from Anna on that Diablo, saying not today. Medivh is in the bot, dealing with Rexar right now. Big rotation up to Sonya. Will they get anything? Sleep Dart does miss. So, Riders filling the lanes for amateur opponents. Sonya, the only one here to defend against Mei, Greyman, and Anna. Not sure if that's going to be enough. She's actually mounting and running away. So we could get a push here. Another minion wave was behind that rider. So here they come. Sonya trying to clear mid. Hanzo and Deckard trying to get the Li Ming kill, but it's not going to happen. Medivh able to clear bot all by his lonesome, but there goes top fort for Ban Cho. The 3-man push with no one there to defend it, just dropping that first fort. And that's going to give the XP lead over to amateur opponents with the one pick from the Hanzo earlier, and then the first fort of the game, about a half-level lead. And like clockwork, there's Greyman and Anna yet again on that siege camp. We'll see if Ban Cho does the same thing and respond by grabbing their siege camp. Looks like they checked boss briefly. Deciding not to. Ming is there, so she can poke away and scout that out. But it looks like we're just going to try and focus clearing mid here for amateur opponents. The sleep and healing denial onto Diablo. The Mei sliding in. They want this Diablo. The stun will hit. There's the sleep. A lot of damage going on to Skev. And there's your second kill for amateur opponents. Both teams now hit level 10 right in time here. Nano boost from Anna. Avalanche for Mei. Wave of Force for Ming. Cursed Bullet. Ooh, and going on to Hanzo. Ide trying to make something happen. He's going to pull back. They could get this fort here. Will the stun hit? It will just miss. On the side of Bancho, we will see Stay a While listed. Apocalypse, Dragon's Arrow, Leyline Seal, and Leap. Here comes the Stay a While and the APOC. Oh, but the Avalanche stopping Deckard and Sonya. Hanzo's the first one to explode. Then Deckard. The root does hit onto Greyman. The nano onto Ming to help her dish it out. The chase is onto this Li Ming. Orb hits. The teleport forward. Can they get her? The sleep hits again. There's your healing denial. And Sonya will fall. Amateur opponents tasting blood, going for it. Rexar finally picked his ult. He will go unleash the boars.
Time for some action. Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the
And
core.
again, I mean, the siege camp pressure from amateur opponents just non-stop, just always ready to go in this camp. It is only a minute and a half cooldown, so essentially every minute and a half you can just pull back, grab that camp, or even after a team fight, after an objective as completed, as we see Medivh in the bot does complete his Arcane Rift. So he will be getting the cooldown on that now, and that is forever, even after he dies and respawns. As we just trying to get in position here. The Sonic Arrow to stop the channel. Hanzo shooting over the wall. Can they get it again? They cannot. The cube just a little late there from Deckard to stop the channel. 13's available for amateur opponents. Medivh just hanging out in Raven form, trying to scope things out, and here come the other members of Bancho. The zoning from Misha. Here we go. The leap onto Ana. Avalanche comes out onto Deckard and Diablo. Very low is Ana. She will fall. Full souls for Diablo now, but Medivh falls on the other side of things. Stay a While hits onto 4. Here comes the APOC. A lot of damage. Rexar has been killed. Misha goes with him. Greyman gets very low. Mei is there for the peels to get Hanzo away from him. Ming able to escape with full health. So 7.1 seconds left on the prisoner camp of for amateur opponents. Bancho now capping 3 seconds until Rexar. Here, Medivh is incoming, so we will be able to kind of reset and get a 5-on-5 again. But a lot of ults are used. We still have Cursed Bullet, Wave of Force, Leap will be up, Leyline is available. The poke is on. Can they get this? Will we see a Leyline? A lot of damage onto Skev there. Misha going very forward, but she can do that. She's a smart bear. She knows what to do. And stopped at 19 seconds for the prisoner camp. So 19 seconds to 7.1 seconds. Both teams kind of scoping around, but it's been a minute and a half. So Greyman and Ana on the camp again. As it looks like amateur opponents are just kind of buying time for that. Ooh, here comes the channel. And they do get it. Almost like they didn't want to try and stop it. The protect onto Diablo. Portal is there. Will not be able to get to it though. Greyman diving, using his Cursed Bullet as well to soften up that full soul Diablo. So he will be right back. Because he had full souls. Back to baby Diablo. He goes. Riders are coming, and it looks like amateur opponents setting up. Looks like they want to keep. They're in top lane. They have a wave with them. Then another wave is coming, plus the Riders. Here comes Bancho to defend their keep as the sleep hits onto Medivh. Sonya Hearthed. She was bot. Here she is to try and defend top. The root comes out, doesn't hit on anyone. The Rider is here with remaining of those two waves. Sonya is soaking mid, trying to clear that up, Trying to focus the rider as the other members, but the stun from Misha and the orb from Li Ming is enough to kill the Diablo. Leyline does hit onto 2, but no follow-up there as Diablo was just exploded there. Oh, getting very low as Medivh has to use a shield. Oh no, Deckard, excuse me. Deckard falls, so that's 2 for none on the side of amateur opponents, making a series out of this right now. As they now head to clear mid. It looks like they want another keep here, knowing only 3 to defend. Diablo will be up shortly. As they start burning a mid keep now, and it looks like they will get that. Mid keep and top keep taken by amateur opponents, and they want more. They're taking Siege Camp. They know Sonya's not there. Deckard hasn't spawned yet. Can they get this in time? Yes, they can. Leyline was on cooldown, so they knew that wasn't going to stop them either. So amateur opponents now with a 2-level lead. They do have 16. 16 just now hitting. About a full level lead for amateur opponents. 16 now hitting for Ban Show. Are we going to get a boss? We are. I thought that might be a bait, but they're going for it with the 1-level lead. Incoming is the members of Ban Show. Stay a while. Apocalypse is available. Will we be able to stop it? Oh, diving off it. Arrow does hit. Here comes Apoc with lead. The stun. Avalanche only hits onto 1. Diablo's the first to fall. A ton of damage from a nano boosted Li Ming there. And then Sonya is the next one to go. The nano was right there, I felt, at the beginning of that fight. So, just gonna get through this fort, and I would imagine amateur opponents goes keep as well with a 2-level lead. No, they want core. They're rotating up through mid where there is no keep. May starts diving on the core. Only Deckard and Hanzo here to defend right now. A lot of minions here. Diablo will spawn in just a few seconds, but I don't think it's going to be time here. Amateur opponents want it, and they want it now. They're trying to even up the series, and they will do just that and force a Game 3. Amateur opponents showing that they are not amateur at all with the big Game 2 win. Forcing a Game 3, making a series out of it. Again, the amateur opponents did win their match 1, or their week 1 matchup. Ban Show dropped there, so they're trying to get back on track. So, one team trying to keep it going. Ban Show trying to get back on track. We'll see what they do with it as we get ready for Game 3. The only deaths there was one Rexar and one Anna at that top prison camp. So amateur opponents just staying alive, BG style. If you know, you know. Meanwhile, 4 deaths on the side of Diablo, though I believe 2 of those were when he had full souls. So we'll see what Ban Show wants to do. Hanzo barely out-damaging Li Ming by about just 500 points there. The heals were there from Anna, out-healing Deckard by just a little bit, by about 8 grand. So amateur opponents, and now, so map will go over to amateur opponents. Let me update my standings real quick. As map will go over to amateur opponents now. Let's see what they decide to do with it. But just the moves there. This is something you see in these higher divisions where amateur opponents could have pushed with that boss, but noticing that 2 keeps were down, just saying forget the boss. We've got 3 dead. And it looks like Volskaya is the pick from amateur opponents. So let's head back over here and get ready for Volskaya Foundry, game number 3 for all the marbles. Let's see here. And there we go. Map is created. So we're going to hang tight. Again, thanks everyone for sticking through all these delays. Hope it's worth it. We got some exciting games. So hopefully we can get quickly into game 3 as the members are joining. We'll see what kind of alterations both teams kind of make for game 3 when the pressure is on. And there we go. Both teams have joined. So let's see what we can get here. If Ban Cho is going to get their first win of NGS season, first match win of NGS season 10, or if amateur opponents are going to go undefeated through week 2. As both teams are here. First pick going to Ban Cho, just waiting on the ready up from these guys. Looks like amateur opponents are ready. Waiting on the ready from Ban Cho. And there it is. So we are ready. Here we go. Game 3 for all the marbles going to Volskaya Foundry.
Volskaya Industries.
And there we are. So first pick is what Ban Cho wanted, and first pick is what they will get. Johanna banned after the Tastar ban, so both teams sticking with it. Not a lot of difference in the bans here. Greymane banned out. I believe that was also the ban in game 1, not game 2, and of course it was picked. And there's the Chromie ban early. Just to get that out of the way, as they have 3 picks before the next ban phase. And Chromie, again, very good on this map. Just slowing Sands onto the point. All of her siege damage from afar. She doesn't even be near the objective to do all the damage that she needs to. Li Ming picked first for Quinoa. Moving over to amateur opponents, what do they decide to do first? Chen was banned out last game. We'll see if Terminator decides to get back on that Chen early. We'll see Anna and Sylvanas. Sylvanas still a good nano target there, especially with that after she's stacked that W a little bit, just really dishing it out. But next 2 picks going over to Ban Cho. Without Chromie, they have their Li Ming. Let's see if we're going to get more of the same here. If we're going to get a Sonya or a Diablo or a Deckard. We're going to see Cassia and Anduin. So Pancho really switching it up. Of course, Cassia very effective in game one. The Fens were on point. Let's see what the ban is for amateur opponents. I wonder if it'll be a Diablo or Sonya. No, we're going with Imperious. One of the many fallen angels in this game from Diablo, I believe. And now, last ban, getting ready for game 3. And it's gonna be, oh, I almost said it. I almost said it, chat. I almost said who it's going to be. But May is the ban. The final ban of the match. Moving on over to amateur opponents as they start to round out their team looking for a tank. Oh, but Raynor is picked up by Sonics first. And there's ETC from E-Day. Excuse me, oh my goodness. It is 11:36 here on the East Coast, so it is getting past my bedtime. We'll see what Bancho does to round out their team. Sonya has been effective. I wonder if we'll see her again. Not sure if we'll get Sonya Diablo 3 games in a row. We're going to see Leoric and Varian to go with Anduin there, the father-son combo. Go with Leoric. We'll see if the Entombs are on point, or if Ronan decides to switch it up and do March of the what is it? March of the Black King, March of the Death King, to just get those heals and get those slows. But we still have one more pick here. If it's not a Chen, it's gonna be a Sonya. So Sonya switching allegiance after 2 games of Bancho, playing for Bancho, picked up by amateur opponents. We'll see if it works for all the marbles. Game number 3 in our match tonight in Div B Southeast. Bancho versus amateur opponents. On the line, will amateur opponents go undefeated through week 2? Bancho get their first win? Let's find out. We're loading in here. Let's see what's going on in chat. Orion Jones says, AO needs to bring this home so we can all go to sleep. I promise you this, whoever wins, we can go to sleep after. Whichever team wins, we'll still end the stream and go to sleep after. But on the side of amateur opponents, it will be SD Terminator on Sonya, E-Day on ETC, Butte Holiday on Anna, Cactus Ham on Sylvanas, and Sonics on Raynor. On the side of Bancho, Skev on the Varian, Sushi on the Cassia, Ronin on Leoric, Quinoa on Li Ming, and Bluestein on Anduin.
Commence combat operations.
So you can get back to the Storm League grind. If that's the kind of grind you're into, I'm in the pass out in bed grind after this, I think. So, but we'll see. Sleep Tart coming out, looking for an early get, but it's not gonna happen. Let's look at our level 1 talents here. We will see W Quest from Sylvanas. Raynor is going ace in the hole to get that extra damage with a block party from ETC to help deal with the Cassia or Varian as well. Going overpower one also from Varian. an interesting choice. We will go power hungry so she can get those orbs, get the power, or the spell power, excuse me. EDH is getting rooted there, but he's a big old cow. If you don't mind, Sonya and Leoric slapping away in the bot lane. Here we are again, amateur opponents on the camp as soon as it spawns, taking their turret. And it looks like Bancho is now getting in position to take theirs. There it goes. Camp is captured by amateur opponents. Are we going to get an invade? It looks like we will. The root hits very quickly. The sleep right after it. This is almost done here. The knockback. Lustein getting very low. Anduin will fall. Oh, the big Fendo gets the Sylvanas. Cassia falls. Varian falls. A 3-for-1. Camp stolen. Amateur opponents actually used their turret to steal the turret. So, pretty cheeky play there as they hit level 4 and go 3-for-1 for kills there. Leoric and Sonya back in the bot lane. The members of Bancho respawning, trying to get back into the fight. And it looks like we have amateur opponents saying, hey, let's take the support camp before they show up. But they're here just in time, but able to grab that healing beacon, give them a little more health sustain throughout those fights on the point. Level 4 is online for Bancho. It will be Taunt Varian, as we kind of expected there. Kind of the tank build since Leo's the offlaner. Taking Siege Camp is Raynor and Anna. And then on the side of Bancho, it's going to be Cassia, cleaning things up. And of course, point A is in the mid lane. So we're going to start there first. Potential orb build coming from Li Ming, as she did go triumvirate at 4. And no one capturing yet, as Li Ming is still standing on the point. ETC that takes a lot of damage as the taunt there. No, it's not. Able to just slide away. And looks like they're gonna give. Yeah, they're gonna give Hurley. But level 7 is here for amateur opponents. They could force something here. Leoric not here, neither is Cassia. She's up fighting with Syl. The root does hit, but they can't quite push Varian off. There they go. There's the stun. But here comes Leoric, trying to help the team out and capture this mid-objective. Now being picked up by amateur opponents. Sylvanas has decided to join the fight, leaving Cassia to her own devices up in the top lane. Looks like we're pinging ETC. The double sleep hits. A big stun, and there goes Li Ming. There goes Anduin. The sleep dart setting up a beautiful power slide. Amateur opponents was there, ready to go, in position. So getting the Li Ming and Anduin kill. They're going to peel off, grab their turret camp yet again. ETC and Anna looks like they went top just to soak what was left up there. Camp has been picked up by amateur opponents. So now they have 2 turrets and a heal camp. Oh, and they want 3 turrets though. Invading with just no worries at all, as they have grabbed the Tree God Protector. No one could grab the turret though. Oh, here comes Sonics. Will he get there in time? He will. The Wraith walk away from Leoric as he just takes a lot of damage and walks away. Anna, the only one in the Protector, could be a dangerous move, having your healer in the Protector. Syl gets in as well. And a lot of damage going on with this Protector, as the rest of the team isn't right there. Sonya is bot. Raynor has shown up here now with ETC. They get the pool, and I think that's all they wanted. They're starting to back up and just clear and do as much poke as they can. Leoric in the bot, Sonya in the mid. Here comes the Protector with just 2% health. Now 1%. So just trying to get that pool and get ready for next objective. Level 10s are online for amateur opponents. We will see Wrath of the Berserker as opposed to Leap, Nano Boost, Mosh Pit, Hyperion, and Wailing Arrow. 10s still on the way for Ban Cho. Right now, amateur opponents wants the healing camp, knowing they can take it as they have level 10s. And Ban Cho doesn't quite yet. There it is right now. As Ide is going to pick up the healing camp. So 2 turrets, 2 healing beacons. Excuse me, 3 turrets, 2 healing beacons. Everyone from amateur opponents has an item right now. Ults on the side of Ban Cho are going to be Entomb, Shield Wall, Wave of Force, Light Bomb, and Valkyrie. So the item advantage definitely going over to amateur opponents. No one on the side of Ban Cho holding one. ETC in the bush here, waiting for a rotation, and here it comes. Oh, good scout there. Good line spang from Varian to scout that bush, as opposed to just walk into it. But the taunt onto Raynor, a huge orb. There's the Entomb. Wave of Force will stop the mosh, but Varian gets deleted. The huge Valkyrie hits Anna, but Leor pays for it with his life. So does Anduin. So does Cassia. A 4 for none in favor of amateur opponents. 2 turrets and a healing beacon going down. So 1 turret and 1 healing beacon still available from amateur opponents. I think that mosh probably went off for 1 second before that wave of force hit, but the Entomb was really the problem. ETC now going on Quinoa. Oh, quick unstoppable there from Ide to just get away from that Varian charge. Both those turrets just explode as they get back to it. Looks like we're going to try and take another turret. Stun does hit, but there's the Wraith Walk from New York to get out. Li Ming trying to just bomb away as best she can, but another turret in favor of amateur opponents. Siege Camp was picked up for Ban Cho. Level 13 picked up for amateur opponents as we look at some talents here. Looks like we're not going full orb build, going Seeker at 7 for Li Ming. Raynor taking Fortification Camp by his lonesome to have yet another turret, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3 turrets and a heal camp for amateur opponents. Sonya could be in a tough spot. Oh, I thought we were going to see a taunt there as the damage seemed ready to go from Ban Cho. Siege Camp being picked up for amateur opponents. Leo just soaking up a storm, sieging away on this bot towers. Here comes Sonya to try and put an end to it. Ronan getting very low. Pops his heal, trying to get away, and he will. Oh, but here comes the 4-man rotate onto Sonya. Ooh, the Entomb hits, but gets out of it. Taunt hits as well. Able to whirlwind away. Oh, the Valkyrie pulls her right back in. She thought she got away. Anduin ate too many tower shots, though, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. As the light bomb, so Entomb came out. Sonya speared out of it. Then the taunt came out. She was able to whirlwind away. Light bomb misses. Valkyrie comes, confirms the kill, but at the cost of Anduin's life as he was taking too much tower shots. Meanwhile, in the top lane this whole time, amateur opponents has been grabbing the objective and pushing. Hyperion was used to help this siege. Sylvanas popping her trait. They have a siege camp and a minion wave. And Anna is in the protector, and she's going to start walking at mid. Oh, there's the Entomb. Has to try and power slide out. There's the taunt. Ooh, just blown up as all members of Ban Cho were there. So a nice get there from Ban Cho, stopping that ETC dead in his tracks with the Entomb. Sonya now showing up. Ooh, there's the Valkyrie. And will they get another kill? Yes, they will. Sylvanas is the next to fall. Looks like they really want this keep, but their amateur opponents could be in trouble here. A very low protector. Can they get this? Anna drops the healing beacon. A lot of damage in the fend going on to Raynor. Misses the orb. Raynor getting the heals from Anna, but it's just not enough. Sonya whirlwinding up a storm. Quinoa very low, but I don't think they can get to him. So the Whirlwind's just going on to Cassia. The pull has to be used. There's the healing grenade. But looks like they will get away. Sonya just going ham. After losing both the assassins, Sonya says, I'm the assassin now. And just whirlwinding away. Plus the long-range sniper heals from Butte Holiday's Anna. So no Sonya kill there. Amateur opponents just decide to pull back, grab the turret camp because they've been doing it all game. As they have a 1-level lead, 16s are available now for Ban Cho. We do have ult cooldown for ETC. Ooh, Parasite just missed. So, looks like the top is being cleared now by amateur opponents dealing with that siege camp. The root hits on the ETC to slow him down a little bit. So, amateur opponents 10 to 5 kills here. Almost have a keep down on the top. Bottom fort is gone. Ooh, out very far was Cassia. Looked like we were going to get a power slide there. Raynor seemed ready to follow it up as well. But instead, we're going to deal with Leoric. There's the power slide, the knockback. And it looks like we're just going to keep on rotating. There is about a level and a half lead here for amateur opponents. And here we go. Looks like we're getting an engage here. Sonya going in, hitting her spear, but it's not enough. Instead, amateur opponents just living at these item camps. Take the support camp. And it looks like Raynor's peeling off so he can do siege camp. And here we are in the top lane, just clearing away. Control point C is your next point. It will be in the very bottom lane, so amateur opponents have to be careful. They don't have the bot for it. So if Ban Cho wins this objective, especially if they get a pick or two, they could go keep potentially core if they wipe or get more than just 1 or 2 kills. But both teams just ignoring the objective right now. There's the pull. Used early to get Sushi out of there, sensing danger. Anduin said, no you don't. A big orb there from Li Ming. Looks like we're going more missiles. He did go glass cannon, so he will get that extra spell power at the cost of his max health. As a big orb hits onto Butte Holiday, but she doesn't care. She can just throw a healing grenade at the ground. Hyperion used early to get some siege damage on that keep. Not sure if that was worth it, especially when you're going to be fighting over a point. Just cast that on the point, get that extra damage. Leoric was able to steal, it's theirs, I guess, because on their side, grab their own fortification camp. And here we go, amateur opponents decide to take theirs because they need every available item they can get. Siege camp picked up in the top lane by Sushi. And it looks like teams are split here a little bit. It looks like Ban Cho wants to push top here. They have Leoric and Varian. Here comes Anduin and Cassia. And they want to take top. But in the bot lane, Sylvanas has her trade. Will she use it here? No, deciding not to. They don't need to. They're just going to trade top fort for bot fort. While ETC just sits on the point, capturing bot objective in the top lane. Ban Cho just keeps going. They want keep. I think they're going to force a Hearth here. Level 20 is online for amateur opponents, and they do Hearth. ETC, everyone but ETC Hearth. He just left the point. He should have stayed. Maybe they could have got some few more ticks there, but instead going for a flank. Can they get the kill? No, he's going to have to power slide out. Trying to play it safe, but they do have level 20 here, and we will see bolt from ETC to maybe, instead of a power slide, get a bolt in instead of a power slide if it's down. Also a bolt from Sylvanas, give her a little more mobility, survivability if she gets caught in a tough position. We'll see Ignore Pain, Nano Infusion, and Execute as well. Soaking 20 right now is Ban Show. Will they get it in time? 96, 97, 98, ooh, leaving the point. Amateur opponents, they say, let's get this wave first, but that gives Ban Show enough time to get their level 20s. Varian on the backside. Is that a good idea? Looking for it. There's the spear. There's the healing grenade. Here comes the slide. There's the stun. Not enough. Here's the Entomb catches no one. Light bomb onto 2. And Varian's the first to fall. Anduin, ETC next. Hyperion dishing it out. The stun does hit. Gets the kill on the Leoric. Li Ming trying to get away. Cassie is the next to go. A 4-for-1 in favor of amateur opponents. Li Ming the only one to get away there. Just barely at that. What's she sitting at? 480 health. So there she goes. Objective has been secured by amateur opponents, so they are going to start pushing in. There's the Sylvanas trait, getting rid of those towers early. And no one up yet. Ooh, could they walk past the keep here? It looks like they are. They're just going to go core, because that top keep is done. Very low, again, is Li Ming. Oh, the GG thrown out very quickly by the members of Ban Show, knowing they can't stop this. The silence is there onto the Sylvanas. The consolation kill at the end, and that's GG. Amateur opponents take the match tonight. What a game. What a game. Amateur opponents just living on those item camps. 14-7 is the kills. Anduin dying 5 times to the 0 of Anna makes a big difference in those healing numbers when after being Anduin has died 5 times. So a tough break for Ban Show. Now undefeated through 2 weeks is going to be amateur opponents. What a match tonight. Ban Show taking game 1. Just bringing the rage and fire into amateur opponents, saying no, we're not going to let this one slip away. Winning the next 2. So congrats to amateur opponents tonight. And those are your numbers. Here's how's the maps looked tonight. A lot of GGs in chat. Congratulations, AO. Thanks again, Ban Show, for letting me cast your game. You're all very kind. Tough that we had so many disconnects or internet issues in games 1 and 2, so thank you, Twitch chat, and thanks to all the members of the team for both teams being so cool about it, knowing how long they had to pause, and just being team players. NGS, just full of great people. So we're gonna move it along and see if there's another NGS stream tonight that we can catch. Let's see, because it is the late game. We are now at just before midnight. We're gonna go over to Mr. Sad Panda, I think, and see what Can't Counterpick Stupid is up to. How about that? Let's see where they're at in their game. It looks like they just finished game 1 in Mr. Sad Panda. So why don't we help out a fellow NGS streamer and hop over there? Wouldn't that be fun? So thanks everyone for coming, hanging out, chatting, rooting on your favorite teams. Always a good time. I'm going to end the stream there, and we're going to get ready for a raid onto, what is this? Division C West CCS versus Team Maroon. So stick around for that, or go to Mr. Sad Panda's channel and support other NGS streamers. It's always a good time, but That's it from me tonight. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the Nexus.